Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh, how y'all doing? 1 second, y'all. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Today is Tuesday, April 28th. It is 8 a.m. and I got a couple of minutes, y'all. I don't have a lot of time. I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna get on here. But did I say remember that time is fluid? Okay, let's get some energy here for you guys. And I see you guys yesterday. It's kind of I don't know. I was experiencing a lot of emotions, and I don't know, I just really felt like I didn't want to bring it into the message, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to figure shit out, balance shit out, pick out my shit, you know what I'm saying? Clear out some chaos and confusion. Cause, I try not to spew that. I understand that my emotions are mine, you know what I mean? Anyway, what is this? Clarity of belief. Look at that. Didn't I just say that you have to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what is your authentic energy of who you are, and you understand when something's being triggered, right? When an emotion is being triggered, you understand yourself, right? You have set boundaries and limitations and some kind of control over your emotions, right? Clarity of belief, what you believe. Observe, look, you watch and you see others. This is the 12th house energy. This is giving me, what is that, sacrifice, I feel it is. Where's my little card at? The cheat sheet. Yeah, sacrifice, spiritual awakening. Come on, man. You're starting to see the patterns of the people around you. You're starting to recognize, the behaviors of others and how those behaviors affect you. And you catch it. You hear me? Listen, release. You're freeing yourself. You're freeing yourself of the illusions. 12, 13 in succession. You're growing. When you see the behaviors and the actions of others, and you recognize the pull on your emotions that it has, and you're able to control that, right? You have balance in your life. You have discernment in your life, right? Your intuition. You recognize where the energy that's being projected, right, and what it's meant to do, and you block that shit, and that's where you get the release from. And that energy that is being projected only affects you in areas that you need to heal. That's like that warning. So if you react to something somebody else do, then there's something about you that you need to heal. And that's not to, say that people don't do dumb shit, but there's a part of you. You cannot allow people to trigger you in that way. You're releasing that energy. You're releasing that belief. Listen, baby, you healing. You breaking those fucking chains. Come on, spirit. Yes. 1, 12, 13, and 17. You are breaking those healing spirits, saying open up, right? You're releasing that energy and you're allowing your true nature, who you truly are. It's like, but that takes courage. Because when we learn how to protect our energy, it also creates a boundary, right? It creates a blockage when we don't allow anything in, but we can't stay in that energy. Right, we have to be courageous enough to still exude the light, right? Exude those parts of us that we like, right? Those parts of us that people try to cover with illusions and say that they don't exist within us. Yes, they do. Where we going? What time is it? Let's go with the Alice in Wonderland. Spirit, what's the message here for my collective? Yep, you're healing. You're healing the insides. You're healing yourself from those labels and characteristics that people try to make stick to you, right? It's like, because you're quiet and you're reserved, people may say, they may be like something wrong with you, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they find a reason, to explain away your behaviors and who you are. They lie. That TV is pretty loud. They lie, right? They lie about you. They lie about your character. And some of y'all, there could have been so much of people saying that you're a certain way that you started to believe it. You started to take on that role. Somebody will do something to you that will make you feel like, it's giving me like they keep on a part of you that maybe you're not proud of, or maybe something that you have done in the past. It's like they refuse to let that go. They refuse to accept that you have changed in some way, shape, or form. And because they refuse to let it go, you're supposed to continue to be burdened by how they feel. That's what you're doing the release. How they feel is how they feel. You don't have no control over it, and they have no control over you. You're releasing those lies. You're breaking those fucking curses, man, and those chains that somebody tried to hold you to. Somebody tried to hold you to your past. This is also somebody that's stuck in their past. They don't believe that you can change. They don't believe that they don't believe that they're worthy. And we vibrate. Wherever we vibrate is what we attract. Right? When we vibrate in low vibration, we attract low vibrational people, places, and things. This shit is falling off of you. The stigma is falling away. I'm hearing. Damn, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. You have a new beginning here. You have a new opportunity, a new seed, a fresh start. Somebody could have also gave false testimony, is what I'm hearing, as to what you do for work. Something you do. What we got here? The Magician and the Sun in the reverse. You see what I'm saying? Somebody could have said that you do. It was a King of Cups. It was a King of Cups. Somebody that you released. Somebody that you released yourself from. Somebody that could no longer affect you the same way that they used to. Somebody could be saying that you do, sleight of hand manipulation for your finances. Somebody didn't want people to see that you were transforming. Somebody didn't want people to see. Oh, this King of Cups could have been sending energy towards you, collective. You shed some kind of layer of your life. You've literally taken off of that old skin, that old energy. You shed that. And somebody has been in secret. Somebody's been doing divination towards you. See them cards? That Sun in the reverse and the Magician. Somebody's been playing in energy. That's just the bottom line. Yeah, with them cards in their hand. Behind the scenes, I'm hearing. Look, 8 of Wands. Yes, they have. But you've healed. Listen, look at that. Yeah, the High Priestess in the reverse. You've healed. But they sent some kind of negative energy, something to discredit you, to cause some kind of, it didn't work. You are not the same person. You have changed your life, and you have released the guilt, the shame, the regret of whatever you've done in your past. You don't hold on to that. Somebody thought that they could still use that, but you have shed that skin. You already know that there's going to be people that, don't believe in you and don't value you, right? You already know that. They may not value what you do, your social status, how you move, right? Because you're a very spiritual person. You could have always been somebody that was high vibrational, but I feel like you're more tapped into your spirit. You have done a lot of healing, and that means you had to purge out the toxicity and the trauma that people have caused in your life. You had to understand that, yes, those things did happen, but that energy, that pain, that hurt, you can release that shit. Because as long as you hold on to that pain, that energy, that hurt, people are always going to be able to fucking make you feel fucked up. This is somebody that was doing this. They were targeting you. They were sending energy to make you feel fucked up. And because you are changing and you are breaking these chains and these cycles, there was no connection. They couldn't connect to you anymore. You're not on that vibration anymore. Somebody can't hold you to that shit no more. Come on, Spirit. Listen, they can't hold you to that shit no more. Thank you, Spirit. In the reverse, somebody tried to cause endings for you. They wanted you to stop what you was doing. Somebody's breaking some generational curses at point blank period. And it starts within. It starts with you. It starts with you saying, I do not want to move in this vibration any fucking more. Even though everything and everyone around me is in this vibration, you have the courage to say, no, that's not what I want. I heard you're the person your ancestors were waiting for. And it's not because they didn't have the strength to do it, but the circumstances may have not allowed them, 11:44 on the clock, allowed them to be so outspoken. Thank you, Spirit, as you are. Hello. Hello. You're what your ancestors have been waiting for, Empress. Somebody tried to stop that. And because I experienced that's all they know. I've been hearing that a lot lately, is that's all they know. That's all they know. And it's passed down from generation to generation. So therefore, somebody may feel like it's okay, it's right, but you are shining a light. Somebody may not want to realize or understand that how they've been doing it has been fucking wrong. As far as spiritually goes, as far as, creating peace in your life. Somebody is realizing, somebody's jealous of you. Because I get this, I felt this energy of somebody being upset because you are stronger than you look. You're more courageous than you look. You standing in your own power. You're not succumbing to what I'm doing. You're not staying in that. Somebody's a little bit jealous of you. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody that's unhealed. A high priestess in the reverse with the star in the reverse. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, an air sign, an earth sign. The high priestess is Taurus energy. Yeah, you're walking away from someone that refuses to heal. They refuse to heal. They refuse to accept what you offer. And they continue to give from their fears. They continue to give from their heartbreak. They continue to give from what they was raised with. Spirit, what's this message? Somebody's about to find out that whatever they're doing is not affecting you like it used to. Their lies, their manipulations, their candle work. They're going to whoever with these cards, getting divination on you, right? It don't work. Look, it don't fucking work. They can't fucking trigger you. They can't hurt you. They can't make you feel any kind of way. They see that now. Look, Ace of Cups in the reverse. They can't do it. They can't do it anymore. They can't cause you heartache, confusion. They can't make you feel less than, feel unworthy, right? Feeling like you're not good enough to be on this earth, nigga. That's the kind of energy it is, right? Like there's something that's defective in you, that's missing. Maybe you felt like that for a long time. Somebody was playing on that shit. Somebody was creating towers in your life to make you feel like it was because of you. Listen, to make you think it was because of you. Somebody tried to keep you stuck in that fucking illusion, man. Listen. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Listen. Somebody tried to kill your joy, to stifle you, to make you not want to have that love for yourself, right? That temperance, right? That, you know, that smart, that get up and go, that, what do you call it, that fire, that spirit of life. They wanted to turn off your lamp. Yeah, they did. They did. Somebody was creating a lot of conflict in your life, and they could have been doing it through magic and working on people in your energy too. They could have been fucking with people around you, you know, spreading gossip, lies, rumors, saying you're doing this and you're doing that, and the whole time it's them creating those obstacles in other people's lives as well. I ain't fucking lying to you. That's what they've been fucking doing, man. Creating fucking illusions in everybody's life, especially when it comes to you. Spirits that they saying you doing it, you're creating it. They lying, man. They telling lies. They saying that you're doing this shit, that you're in low vibration. Because somebody tried to get you to look as if you were somebody that was so distraught with life, that you had no love for life, that you didn't even love yourself, right? What we got? Yes, they did. They convinced others to stay away from you. This is somebody that was really creating havoc in other people's lives, I promise. They really were. And not just because of the shit they was doing to block people and you know, create chaos in their life. They were also the things they were saying. They were creating doubt. They were telling lies. They were spreading gossip, untruths. They could even been saying you said these things and you was doing this and that. They really made it look like you were the reason that people was having conflict and chaos and confusion in their life. I promise you. Listen. It's because of collective. The collective is the one that's creating confusion and chaos in your life. It's the collective. I can't make it up. Listen. They tried to imprison you. Yes, it's not. Somebody's about to find out that it's not, because you know why? Because you have healed. Somebody's about to see you ain't out here in that shit. You ain't stuck. You ain't confused. Somebody had people confused about you. You hear me? They said you were not healed. That's what they were saying out here. So that you wouldn't understand. Somebody seriously thought that the tricks that they was playing out here, those cards, all those tricks, all that shit that they was spewing to keep you feeling like you don't know what's going on. Why is everybody coming against you? Why is people turning on you? Why things ain't working in your favor? When you lower your vibration, you get low results. Basically, right? Because you're going to get things that don't work out when you're in low vibration. So I'm telling you, somebody wanted you to be stuck and not knowing why people, places, and things were coming against you. It's because they was initiating it. They were initiating it. Alright, I gotta get off of this, guys. Time to go. The 4 Cups in reverse. Somebody wanted you to feel rejected. Listen. They didn't want you to have the strength to keep going. They did not. They did not. They did not. They did not. They didn't want you to have love for yourself. I'm telling you, somebody tried to steal your joy, baby. By going around to all your friends and family, anybody connected to you. They didn't want to see you win. They didn't want to see you win. And partly it wasn't just because of how you carry yourself. It was because they seen something in you that they were too afraid to go for. And they were jealous. They jealous. Yes, they are. What we got here, Spirit? Listen. They jealous. Somebody was jealous. They was causing chaos and confusion for you. Yeah. Pitting people against you to keep you distracted. Keep your mind on having to defend yourself. As opposed to having, just letting that shit go and walking away. Listen. Justice is here. Yes. Yes. 4 Cups, because of how they made you feel rejected, how they played with you, played with your emotions, your heart, especially with people around you. This is where they wanted you. They wanted you stuck looking at those empty cups, trying to figure it out. You got to cut behind you, baby. That's something you had to figure out. And you also had to let other people figure out their own shit too, because if they was falling behind somebody and treating you badly because of what somebody else was saying, then that's something they got to figure out. Yes, sir. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. How they was investing, what they was investing in, who was they fucking listening to. Who was they listening to is what I'm hearing. Anything else, Spirit? One more. Who was they listening to hurt you, to try to rain on your parade, to not celebrate you, to cause you heartbreak? You could have been waiting for people to show up to a party or something, some kind of event for you, and nobody fucking showed up. That's what I'm hearing, that kind of energy. Listen. Yes, people did not show up for you. And somebody thought you was going to stay stuck, and keep you stuck, keep you from being able to move forward. Yes, they thought you was going to be in this right here. This is what they wanted. You hear me? Stop playing. You broke those chains. You released that shit. If people feel the way they feel, you accepted it. You accept it, because when we embody it, when we take on that energy, it lowers our vibration. It lowers who we are. We lose our spirit. The spirit is dampened. It's closed. It's shut down. But that's not your energy. What they think about you is not true. That ain't fucking true. You ain't that person. And even if you did make mistakes, you're not the same person. You learn from your mistakes. That's it. Let them think what they want. Baby, I promise you put that fucking power out. You put that water, you'll put it right out. That's what you did. By loving yourself and recognizing what they was fucking saying ain't fucking true. What you did is what you did. They're not perfect. They make mistakes too. He that is without sin throw the first stone. When God forgives you, who the Son frees is free in fucking deed. Trust that. Thank you, Spirit. Look, Knight of Wands, and it will slow their asses down. Now, so listen. It'll slow their asses down. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Queen of Pentacles is going to slow their asses down. You're smart. You're a builder. You're a healer. You have a lot of things that a lot of people need. You know a lot of things. You know about a lot of things. That's what I'm hearing. You have a lot of, I'm hearing recipes. You have a lot of things to heal the soul. And you're taking your ancestors' gifts. Some of you guys could do a lot of herbs. Some of you guys could sew. You're very wise. You have a lot of answers behind you. Your ancestors work with you. They got a lot of recipes I'm getting. All right? You speak the truth. You could work from home. You could be, I heard isolation. But look, you sitting up in the fucking clouds. Ain't nobody else up there with you. Who? Come on now. Yeah, they tried it. Listen, they tried it. Look at this. They tried it. You took that leap of faith anyway. They tried to stop you, baby. But God led you. You see that? You listened to your intuition. You stopped investing in people, places, and things that didn't celebrate you. Yes, you did. You believed in yourself, and you believed in who God said you are. You're an amazing, each and every one of us is an amazing creature, an amazing creation from God. We all hold Him, His source. What we have to do is realize that right now we're in fucking bondage. That's why Jesus came, to set us free. Free from the illusion of somebody's better than you. Free from the illusion of I'm not good enough. Free from the illusion of, self-hatred and self-defecation. Because eventually that's what it all ends up to. We hurt ourselves trying to hurt other people, working for the fucking enemy. And the enemy is ourselves. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Y'all stay up. Deuces.